Russia with love, I fly to you, much wiser since my goodbye to you. I've traveled the world to learn I must return from Russia with love. I've seen places, faces.
Despite some criticism, Dr. No was a success, and a sequel was immediately planned. As the Eon series had started with the 6th novel, the continuity of the books was mostly ignored in the series, and plans were immediately made to make a film version of the 8th book, Thunderball. However, after then-President John Kennedy said that the 5th novel, From Russia with Love, was one of his favorite books, plans were changed to film that one instead. It's interestingly turned out to be the last film the president saw before being assassinated, and also the last Bond film that Ian Fleming ever got to see. I think it's safe to say that both of them would have been pleased to have this to be the last film they saw. From Russia with Love is a marked improvement over the already great Dr. No, and is considered by many, and rightfully so, to be one of the best, if not the best, James Bond films. Even Ian Fleming retracted his previous statements about Sean Connery after seeing this film. He originally said that he wanted a Commander Bond, not a glorified stuntman. After seeing this film, he said he found it hard to imagine anyone but Connery in the role. The film is the first to have a pre-credit sequence, a tradition that continues to this day, setting up the film after the gun barrel sequence and before the theme song. The plot of the film, which strays very little from its source material, involves the organization Spectre attempting to get revenge on Bond for the loss of their operative Dr. No, one of the few times that a Bond movie would reference a previous film directly as part of the plot. The film introduces the mysterious leader of Spectre, referred only as Number 1, and never shown on screen, only filmed from behind with the striking image of him stroking a white Persian cat. The main villain of the film is Rosa Klebb, a high-ranking Spectre agent and the former head of SMERSH, the organization from the novels that Bond fought against throughout most of his career. Rosa Klebb is a frightening villain played by Lot Lenya, who uses poison-tipped spikes in her shoes to kill her enemies. Also present is her intimidating enforcer Red Grant, played by Robert Shaw. Most of the cast from the first film returns, though Major Boothroyd, the armorer for Her Majesty's Secret Service, is now played by Desmond Llewellyn, who is called the head of the Q branch, and would in most movies be referred to only as Q. In the film, Spectre attempts to assassinate Bond by bringing in beautiful agent Tatiana Romanoff, played wonderfully by Daniela Bianchi, who is supposed to feign a wish for defection, and love for Bond, and tempt him into an obvious trap, with the bait being an invaluable Lecter decoding machine. Something that, although M and Bond know is an obvious trap, they cannot stop themselves from attempting to find it. The fact that Bond knows the entire thing is a plot to assassinate him adds to the tension of the film, and the fact that she seems to genuinely fall in love with him adds to the drama of the film, as you won't know which side she truly is on until the end. The film is mostly a hard-boiled and intense thriller, with the focus of the film being on intrigue, drama, and a hard-boiled detective work. This being said, there are some truly great action sequences, such as the brutal fight between Bond and Grant in close quarters on a train, and the fantastic boat chase near the end of the film, as well as the tense struggle between Bond and Klebb, as she attempts to kick him with her spiked shoes, and he strains to keep her at bay with nothing to defend himself but a chair. It was said that later in the series, Eon Films would repeatedly try to bring the series back to its roots by emulating this film, something they felt they never managed to fully accomplish, making From Russia with Love a unique film in the franchise, and the reason it's often considered to be among the very best. Beautifully shot, acted, and directed, the film is nothing short but mandatory, and I give it a 10 out of a possible 10.